He is cinema's most famous and best-dressed secret agent.
How much do you know about fear?
All there is.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we are looking at 10 pieces of trivia about the James Bond film Skyfall.
Just look at you, barely held together by your pills and your drink.
Don't forget my pathetic love of country.
Number 10, 50th Anniversary. Kicking off our trivia list is a fact about Bond's birthday celebrations.
Age is no guarantee of efficiency.
And youth is no guarantee of innovation.
The first film in the series was 1962's Dr. No, which means that 2012 Skyfall marked the film franchise's 50th anniversary.
You know the rules of the game. You've been playing it long enough. We both have.
Maybe too long.
Other anniversary releases included 2002's Die Another Day for the 40th, 1997's Tomorrow Never Dies for the 35th, 1987's The Living Daylights for the 25th, and 1977's The Spy Who Loved Me for Bond's 15th birthday.
James, I need you.
So does England.
Number 9, 2012 Olympics opening ceremony. Skyfall received major hype before its release when Daniel Craig was invited by Queen Elizabeth II to help open the Olympic ceremonies as James Bond.
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening, Your Majesty.
Craig played the Secret Service agent on guard duty. He met the Queen and accompanied her to the event in a helicopter. Once there, stunt doubles parachuted into the stadium to the Bond theme, making for a hilarious performance and the Queen's acting debut. Number 8, box office success and awards. Skyfall earned over $1.1 billion worldwide and became the 7th highest earning film ever when it was released.
Now you can afford to buy me a drink.
Maybe I'll even stretch to 2.
As well as its box office success, it also received 41 award nominations. The film won 2 Academy Awards for Best Sound Editing and Best Original Song by Adele.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10.
Number 7, popular soundtrack.
Feel the earth move and then.
Speaking of the soundtrack, Adele's Skyfall was so popular, it tied the British chart success of Duran Duran's A View to a Kill and became the first ever Bond theme to debut in the top 10 of the US Billboard Hot 100 chart.
Let the sky fall when it crumbles.
Because of this, Adele was asked to sing future themes, making her the musical successor to Bond regular Shirley Bassey.
Let the sky fall.
Number 6, staying in shape.
You don't need to be an operative to see the obvious. It's a young man's game.
Bond actor Daniel Craig turned 44 years old during filming of Skyfall, and he was having trouble with the physical aspects of the role. So he began training for the film 6 months in advance, and he worked out daily during filming so he could confidently perform his own stunts.
007, are you all right?
Just changing carriages.
Ironically, the plot of the film focused on Bond being out of shape.
A grand old warship being ignominiously hauled away for scrap. The inevitability of time, don't you think?
Number 5, Welcome to China, 007.
You're to go there and wait further instructions.
Skyfall featured a few Bond franchise firsts. For example, it was 007's first appearance in IMAX and his first time drinking a beer. It was also the first Bond flick filmed in China. The exotic setting of Shanghai was chosen to show that Bond was far away from his home in London. License to Kill was almost filmed in China back in the 80s, but those plans fell through. Number 4, Bond firsts and seconds. Over his many film appearances, James Bond has done it all.
What makes you think this is my first time? Oh, Mr. Bond.
Amazingly, he's only had a beard, been in a rooftop motorcycle chase, and fought on top of a train once before. Skyfall is the second Bond film to feature an attack on MI6 headquarters, and it is the second longest Bond film ever, running for 143 minutes.
Maybe too long.
Speak for yourself.
Number 3. The New Q. In Skyfall, Ben Whishaw became the latest actor to provide Bond with his weapons and gadgets as the character Q.
You must be joking.
Why? Because I'm not wearing a lab coat?
Because you still have spots.
This was the first time Q was younger than James Bond, as he was modeled on young geniuses like Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. Whishaw was the fourth actor to play Q, following Peter Burton in 1962's Dr. No, Desmond Llewellyn between 1963 and 1999, and John Cleese for 2 films between 1999 and 2002.
If you're Q, does that make him R?
Ah, yes, the legendary 007 wit.
Number 2. Villain's Island Lair. Bond villains are famous for their exotic lairs. In Skyfall, the character Raul Silva, played by Javier Bardem, lived on Hashima Island, which is an actual deserted island once owned by Mitsubishi for coal mining. At one point, this island housed more people per square mile than anywhere else on Earth, but today it is one of over 500 ghost islands off the coast of Nagasaki. Nicknamed Battleship Island because of its shape, no one has lived on it since 1974, when petroleum replaced the need for coal.
They left the island so quickly they couldn't decide what to take, what to leave, what was important.
Number 1. Scottish Origins. Topping off our trivia list is a fact about Bond's heritage. Because the original Bond actor Sean Connery was born in Scotland, author Ian Fleming gave the character a Scottish background. Bond wore a kilt in 1969's On Her Majesty's Secret Service. However, Skyfall was the first film in which Bond returned to his childhood home and the final resting place of his parents.
I always hated this place.
Are you a James Bond fan? What's your favorite Skyfall fact? For more entertaining trivia lists, be sure to visit us at WatchMojo.com.
With pleasure.